Good morning. I'm Pastor Steve of the Word Christian Fellowship. It's Friday morning, December 9th. I hope you're off to a good day. Thank you for being with us today. I want to talk to you about the small things of life. There's a small verse in Zechariah chapter 4, verse 10. You probably wouldn't pay much attention to it, but it says, "For who has despised the day of small things?" The world likes to see spectacular things, don't they? God has proven that, and he's certainly capable of the extraordinary. But he chooses to work through the ordinary and seemingly insignificant things of this world. That way he demonstrates his love and he demonstrates his power. Throughout history, God has worked on. By the way, I want to interrupt this for a minute. I'm sharing from a devotional that I read by Richard Blackaby, the son of Henry Blackaby. Just so you know, this isn't all my original thought. God's answer to critical times was through insignificant, even unknowns. The things that he did through Isaac, the things he did through Moses and Samuel and John the Baptist, and even Jesus, they were all born to an answer in times of need. When God delivered Israel from the Midianites, I couldn't say that right, they were being oppressed, and he intentionally used an army of 300 men to defeat a vast, bigger army. He had more soldiers available, but he preferred to demonstrate his power in the way he accomplished his purposes. When Jesus selected his first disciples, he could have enlisted a multitude of people, but he only chose 12. And it wasn't the number of the disciples, but the quality of their walk with him that would determine how they would affect the world. When he fed the 5,000, he did that with 5 loaves of bread and 2 fish from a boy's lunch, and that was sufficient in the hands of God. Jesus even compared the kingdom of God to a mustard seed. The mustard seed was the smallest seed known to the Jews, yet it grew into an enormous tree. He likened the kingdom of God to leaven, which is hardly noticeable, but it raises the entire batch of dough. Even children, when they came to Jesus, his disciples thought they were annoyance and tried to send them away, but Jesus said, in order to enter his kingdom, people must approach God as a child. We often take the adage, even as Christians, that bigger is better. A bigger church is better than a smaller church. It's not true. God can work through whatever he has, and he can make it big things. We have a basically small congregation, but God can do great things through us. We measure success by the number of people involved in our ministry. We want to see spectacular things of God's power. We must learn to view success as God does. God's interested in the heart, and he's pleased with our obedience. I enjoyed this devotional when I read it, and I thought I would share thoughts from it with you this morning. I hope it was helpful to you. I hope you have a great weekend. Don't forget, you go to church this Sunday. And may God bless you. I'll see you again Monday morning. Bye-bye.